What if I told you that a single story, a simple narrative, could transform the way you live your life forever? Not just for a day or a week, but for the rest of your journey on this earth. You know, we often search for complex solutions, for elaborate roadmaps to happiness and fulfillment, believing that the answers must be as complicated as the problems we face. But what if the most profound truths, the deepest wisdom, are hidden in plain sight, just waiting for us to simply pause, to listen, and to truly hear? What if the key to unlocking your potential isn't found in acquiring more, but in understanding more about the incredible power you already possess within? Today, I want to share something truly special with you. It's a collection of 10 profound life lessons, principles that have been passed down through generations, echoed in the halls of ancient monasteries, and discussed in the boardrooms of modern innovators. These aren't just ideas, they are invitations. Invitations to look inward, to question the narratives we tell ourselves, and to consciously build a life of meaning, joy, and purpose. This isn't about a quick fix or a magic pill. It's about planting seeds of awareness that, when nurtured, can grow into a magnificent forest of inner peace and strength. Are you ready to begin that journey? This journey we're about to embark on together is designed to illuminate the path ahead. Each lesson is a stepping stone, a guidepost to help you navigate the beautiful and sometimes challenging landscape of your own life. We'll explore how to become the master of your own mind, how to find that unique purpose that sets your soul on fire, and how to embrace the gentle art of continuous improvement. Think of this not as a lecture, but as a conversation between friends, a shared exploration of what it truly means to live a life that is not just successful, but significant, a life that feels authentic to you. Before we dive into the first lesson, I want to extend an invitation to you. If this is the kind of conversation you want to be a part of, if you're seeking more wisdom, more inspiration, and more reflections that help you connect with your higher self, then I encourage you to join our community. Take a moment to connect with us on a deeper level. If you want more wisdom and inspiration, make sure to subscribe to Wise Reflections. By doing so, you're not just clicking a button, you're making a commitment to your own growth, to your own journey of becoming. Now let's begin. Our first lesson: master your mind. Think of your mind as a garden. For years, you may have let this garden grow wild, allowing weeds to take root. Mastering your mind is becoming the conscious gardener of your inner world. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. The power to change your life begins by changing your thoughts. It starts with awareness. You cannot change what you are not aware of. Imagine you are sitting on the bank of a river and your thoughts are leaves floating by. This creates a space between you and your thoughts. In that space lies your freedom. It's about cultivating a relationship of gentle curiosity with your own mind. You are not your thoughts, you are the awareness behind them. The next step is to consciously choose what we plant in our garden. This is the practice of intentional thinking. Mastering your mind means consciously tuning it to the frequency you want to experience. The goal is to change your relationship with those thoughts. Start small. Choose one limiting belief you hold about yourself. Every time you notice that thought, gently replace it with a more empowering one. You are rewiring your brain. You are consciously writing the next chapter of your life story. Once you begin to master your mind, you create the inner clarity needed to hear the whisper of our second lesson. Follow your purpose. Your purpose already exists within you, waiting to be discovered. Think of it as an internal compass, unique to you. In a world full of noise, it is so easy to lose sight of this compass. Finding your purpose is the journey back to yourself. What makes you feel alive? What activities make you lose track of all time? Your purpose often lies at the intersection of what you are good at, what you love to do, and what the world needs. Think of your purpose not as a single destination, but as a direction of travel. Start by creating silence. Turn off the noise of the world so you can tune into the wisdom of your heart. Journal. Ask yourself, if fear and money were not an issue, what would I dedicate my life to? Discovering your purpose is the first step. Living it is the great adventure. Living a purpose-driven life means aligning your daily actions with your deepest values. Your purpose becomes your fuel source. Does this choice move me closer to or further away from my purpose? So I invite you to take one small, concrete step today to live your purpose. Ever feel overwhelmed by your dreams? This is Kaizen, a Japanese philosophy about small, continuous improvements, the power in getting 1% better every day. Kaizen asks, what's the smallest step I can take today? It replaces intimidation with sustainable action. Like nature, growth is gradual. Self-improvement is a marathon of small steps. What's one small thing you can do today to improve? Consistent practice creates ripples of positive change. You're polishing the incredible person already there. Embrace Kaizen and build a system around it. Create a framework for self-improvement. Measure to improve. Regular reflection ensures your steps align with your purpose. Use habit stacking to integrate improvements. Be patient and self-compassionate. Never let consistency break completely. Kaizen is a lifelong journey. Discipline isn't restriction, it's freedom. Without it, we're slaves to impulse like a rudderless ship. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. It's a vote for the person you want to become. Mastery comes from disciplined practice, not accident. Discipline lets you choose your life. See it as a superpower, guiding you. Discipline becomes reality through habits. Forge habits of steel, positive behaviors requiring little effort. Choose one area to improve, like your morning. Forging a habit is like blacksmithing, desire, repetition, and rest. You are what you repeatedly do. Forge habits of focus, learning, service, and health. Build a disciplined, free, extraordinary life. Think about your most valuable possession. It's your time, the one thing you can never get back. This should be a call to intentionality. See every minute as potential, filled with purpose or regret. Respecting your time means aligning moments with what matters. How are you investing your seconds? Protect your time. Say no to what doesn't serve you. Include time for rest and connection. Ask, is this the best use of my time? Allocate time to health, relationships, purpose, and growth. Schedule blocks of time for specific tasks. Identify and set boundaries with time thieves like technology. Design your life with purpose. Make your yes count and truly live your days. Welcome back. We've journeyed through mastering our minds, finding our purpose, and respecting our time. Now let's explore selfless service, or seva. Our fulfillment is linked to the well-being of others. When we serve, we participate in a beautiful dance of humanity. The light we ignite in another's life casts its glow back upon our own path. It's a unique joy, a warmth that spreads, a connection no material possession can replicate. This shift expands us, breaking down the walls of the ego. True service is an act of love. Service begins in small, everyday moments. Share your knowledge, skills, or time. These acts create ripples. Where can you serve today? You need only a willing heart. Tap into a higher purpose. In giving, we receive connection and lasting joy. We've explored principles for a purpose-driven life. Now, embracing the present moment, our minds replay the past or project into the future, but real life happens right here, right now. The present is where our power lies. Mindfulness brings us back to this moment. Observe thoughts without judgment. Practice anywhere, noticing sensations. Cultivate awareness and see beauty in the ordinary. Living in the present means truly being alive. It's the antidote to regret and anxiety. The present is a sanctuary of peace. Presence gives you access to your best self. Use your breath to cultivate presence. It's a reset for your nervous system. This is a lifelong practice. Gently return to the present. Strengthen your awareness. Embrace the vibrant, peaceful present. As we continue on this path of profound life lessons, we now turn our attention outward, to the people we share our journey with. It has been said that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I want you to really sit with that for a moment. Think about your inner circle. Do they lift you up, or do they pull you down? Do they inspire you to grow, or do they encourage you to stagnate? The relationships we cultivate are not just a part of our life. In many ways, they are the soil in which our life grows. The quality of that soil will determine the health and vitality of our own personal growth. Relationships are energetic exchanges. When you spend time with someone, you are not just sharing words and experiences, you are sharing energy. Positive, uplifting people radiate an energy of possibility, encouragement and joy. Being in their presence feels expansive and nourishing. You leave their company feeling more hopeful, more capable, and more inspired. Conversely, negative or draining relationships can leave you feeling depleted, anxious, and small. They operate on an energy of complaint, criticism, and limitation. It is absolutely essential for our well-being that we become conscious curators of our relational energy. This is not about being elitist or cutting off everyone who has a bad day. It's about being intentional. It's about recognizing who genuinely supports your journey and who consciously or unconsciously sabotages it. A positive relationship is built on a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and encouragement. It's a space where you can be your authentic self, flaws and all, and still feel accepted and valued. These are the people who will celebrate your victories as if they were their own, and who will sit with you in your moments of struggle without judgment. They are your personal board of directors, your cheerleaders, and your safe harbor. Take some time to conduct a relationship audit. Who are the people you give your most precious resource, your time and attention to? How do you feel after interacting with them? Energized or drained? Inspired or discouraged? This awareness is the first step. It allows you to make conscious choices about where to invest your relational energy. It might mean spending more time with those who uplift you and creating gentle, loving boundaries with those who do not. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is a vital act of self-preservation that allows you to show up as your best self for the world. Once we have identified the kinds of relationships we want to cultivate, the next step is to actively nurture them. Great relationships don't just happen, they are built, one intentional act at a time. Like a garden, they require consistent care and attention to flourish. This means being the kind of friend that you want to have. It means being present, being a good listener, and offering your support without being asked. It's about remembering the small things, celebrating their successes, and showing up when times are tough. It's about making people feel seen, heard, and valued. Communication is the water that keeps the garden of relationships alive. And I'm not just talking about surface-level conversation. I mean real, honest, and vulnerable communication. It's sharing your hopes and fears and creating a safe space for others to do the same. It's also about learning to navigate conflict with grace and respect. Disagreements are inevitable in any close relationship, but they don't have to be destructive. When handled with empathy and a willingness to understand, conflict can actually deepen a connection and build greater trust. It shows that the relationship is strong enough to withstand challenges. Furthermore, we must actively seek out people who align with our values and aspirations. This might mean joining a new group, taking a class, or volunteering for a cause you believe in. Put yourself in environments where you are likely to meet like-minded individuals. Be open and curious. Don't be afraid to initiate a conversation. Building a positive social circle is an active, not a passive process. We have to be willing to step outside of our comfort zones to create the community we crave. And as you grow and evolve, it's natural that your circle may change. Embrace this as a sign of your own development. Ultimately, the quality of our lives is inseparable from the quality of our relationships. They are our mirror, our support system, and our greatest source of joy. By consciously choosing to surround ourselves with positive, uplifting people, and by actively nurturing those connections with presence, communication, and care, we create a powerful ecosystem for our own happiness and success. Remember, we are not meant to walk this path alone. Cultivating positive relationships is not just a nice idea, it is an essential practice for a life of purpose, meaning, and profound fulfillment. So often we forget the very vessel that carries us. Your body is not just a machine, it is the temple of your soul. Nourishing your body is an act of self-love. The food we eat is more than just fuel, it's information. Our bodies were designed to move. Find a form of movement that you genuinely love. Rest is not the opposite of work. It is an integral part of it. It is during periods of deep, restorative sleep that our bodies repair themselves. When your body is nourished, your mind is clearer, your heart is more open, and your spirit is ready to soar. We've journeyed through mastering our minds, finding our purpose, and caring for our bodies. Now we arrive at seeking balance. Life is a delicate dance between our roles, passions, and responsibilities. It's a continuous practice of harmonizing the different elements of your existence. True fulfillment comes from creating a rich, multifaceted life where your work, relationships, personal growth, and well-being all nourish one another. This requires us to become incredibly intentional about where we invest our time and energy. Finding this harmony is a deeply personal journey, and it will change at different stages of your life. Feelings of persistent stress, resentment, or emptiness are messengers telling you that a course correction is needed. To truly seek balance, we must see our lives not as separate competing compartments, but as integrated pillars supporting our overall well-being. Ultimately, seeking balance is an act of profound self-awareness and self-compassion. It's about recognizing that you are a whole person with diverse needs and desires. But this mindful integration is the secret to a life that is deeply, sustainably, and joyfully fulfilling on the inside. We have journeyed together through 10 profound lessons, 10 invitations to live a more conscious, purposeful, and fulfilling life. From mastering your mind and finding your purpose to nourishing your body and seeking balance, each of these principles is a stepping stone on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. But remember, hearing these words is just the beginning. The real transformation happens not in the listening, but in the living. It happens in the small, consistent choices you make every single day. The journey of 1,000 miles truly does begin with a single intentional step. Don't feel overwhelmed by the need to implement everything at once. That is the path to inaction. Instead, I want you to reflect for a moment. As you listened, was there one lesson, one idea that sparked something within you? One principle that felt like it was speaking directly to your current situation? Perhaps it was the call to practice Kaizen, to make small, continuous improvements. Or maybe it was the reminder to embrace the present moment and find peace in the now. Hold on to that feeling. That is your starting point. That is where your energy is calling you to begin your work. I encourage you to share your journey with us. Community is such a powerful force for growth and accountability. Which lesson resonated with you the most? What is the one small action you can commit to taking this week based on what you've learned today? Let us know in the comments below. Reading through the reflections of others can inspire us in ways we never expected, and sharing your own commitment can solidify your intention and make you part of a collective movement towards more mindful living. Your story matters, and your insights can be the catalyst for someone else's change. Thank you for spending this time with us, for investing in your own growth. Remember, the wisdom you seek is already within you. These lessons are simply keys to unlock it. Carry them with you, practice them with intention, and watch as your world begins to transform. Don't forget to like this video if it served you, share it with someone who might need to hear these words, and subscribe to Wise Reflections for more life-changing insights. Until next time, live with purpose, act with kindness, and continue your beautiful journey of growth.